Alrighty guys, here we go. Vortex. Just ripping it around the yard. This is why I just love these 3S machines. They just tear around. Wow, it's got some power. On the tabletop. We just got jumps all over the place here. Doing great. You hear that one chassis slap a little bit. Around. Oh, tried the backflip ramp. No go. That was a big flip. Turn AVC up a little more. Keep it straight through all this loose stuff. Here we go. She wants to wheelie. You don't have those front wheels down though. Not much you can do about staying straight. Poor braking on my part. AC back off. Oh! That's the kind of crash that should have broke something. I skipped it. Ooh, bouncy. Oh, pogo. Lawn dart. All right, another fun basher by ARRMA. Whoa, almost pulled out of it and then had to gas it again. It almost could have doubled it. And that's without very much approach. Down. Well guys, lots of control. AVC is nice in this very loose dirt I have right now. You just can't go full throttle where the wheels get up, because then you're not ABCing anything. It doesn't help if the wheels are off the ground. But wheels on the ground, it really keeps it straight. Ooh, very crooked takeoff. That's a nice takeoff on that one. Oh, that was nuts. Yeah, with this, I can't get the brake free if I have ABC on for those corners. I would have wanted to break that free and really get it whipping around. Oh, baby. Big air. Yeah, it's more fun with ABC off and letting it really drift those corners. Ooh. Mayhem. Doesn't even need much approach. Oh, landed on the other jumps. Tearing through the yard. Oh, don't land. Ah, don't land on your lid. That's what I meant to say. All right, you guys, what a fun ride. Oh, lawn dart of all lawn darts, and she is okay. Sometimes you get lucky. I thought that was a break. I thought it was going to rotate on its own, and I just committed and let it do it, and it did not come around. A lot of mid-air corrections here. I'm hitting everything a little sideways just for fun. It's doing so good. Cross the stone path. 1, 2, oh! Perfect double backflip. Huge air. Right on the wing on that one. Ah, try to save it. I'm gonna do a little front flip. That's a lot of roost. This seems like it'd be perfect for a little. Nope, not so. Ooh, that wasn't enough at all. bailed. Maybe that'll front kick it. Had a good amount of rear end kick on it. Didn't hit the same spot, of course. There it is. Ah! Now I will say front flips end a lot of times with breakage, so I'm doing this at my own risk. When you don't land these and you're whipping it this hard, you can break something. Oh, perfect! Woo! I don't even know if I got it on camera. I gotta try it again because I think I missed it. It's coming right at us. Missed the spot. Drifting, so good. Oh, LVC. No, not for me. I need more juice. Let's throw another battery in it. That was gnarly. Double. Twig or something stuck, making a little noise. 1, 2, perfect. Ooh, look at our temps, 230. All right, guys, so I don't know how the footage looks. There's a bunch of dust on the lens I just wiped off. I was having too much fun out here just ripping the Vortex, man. 3S, this thing is a blast. It's a total hoot out here, jumping off of everything, every which way we want to go. I just put new faces on these, and it was loving it up. It was eating it up and getting backflips, double backflips, front flips, whatever we wanted to do, we were doing it. It's really, really, really a fun car. Another one of these great 3S lineup, BLX by ARRMA. It really is kind of like my sweet spot with the ARRMA vehicles. Yeah, it really is fast. It's, you know, it's definitely, you can tell there's not the weight of the 6S and the way that it handles in the air and on the ground. But man, are they're a blast. So with the Big Rock, now with this little Vortex kicking around out here, you guys, it's pretty wicked. So you saw what we did to it. We just kind of gave it a beating. We were trying to do front flips, even though we knew it might not end well, but we're trying to test it out for you guys. ARRMA did send this, and we're just kind of doing reviews of it to see how it performs. We already know that we like this lineup. This is just a new one in that lineup. The other ones, I mean, my ESCs, motors, even my servos have been doing all right in my my Big Rock. So I'm hoping the same with this one. All right, guys, so 230 degrees for the ESC is too hot. I'm wrapping up this video with a little bit of advice and tips that I need to adhere to as well. So a lot of things happened in the making of this video because I was rushing to get it done for next day when everything released, and we had a block of weather that wasn't going to allow me to film it running for a few days, and so I was trying to get everything done. It was the end of the day because I did the unboxing. So by the time I got out after dinner, the sun was setting, and I was basically racing the sun, you know, chasing the sun. And I threw some typical things I would give as advice to myself out the window to do that. And now I am bearing the consequences of my actions, or inaction, I should say. So let's talk about the timeline of things that happened, and we'll go from there. I'm setting this up before the videos that will follow this, so spoiler alerts for some of you guys. I had a motor failure on this car when I did the speed run. I only did one pass, so I don't think it was because of the speed run itself. I think it was because of my decisions that I made while running this car to make the video that you're watching or just finished watching, and that is that I didn't check my motor temps. So I was running the car and I was having so much fun, and I was losing daylight, and my first one ran out, and I just want to get another battery in there and keep running. It was doing so well. So I grabbed another 3S pack, stuck it in there, fired it up, kept on running. So at the end of the video, you notice I mentioned the temps were 230 degrees. That is too hot for the ESC. I can't even imagine what the motor was at. And I didn't even check it because I was so busy trying to get the flip around, get the car up there and do like a recap of my experience running it. And it was still running when I was done. I just thought I hit LiPo cutoff, whatever. It's probably heat timed out, whatever. But I wasn't paying attention to some of the warning signs, and you know, the failure is on me. I've had it happen one other time with one of my vehicles from a brand I won't mention because I don't want to really pit brands or whatever. Both of the mistakes were my fault for over driving the car. And in fact, today when I recorded a video of the Mojave and I have these big 8,000 milliamp hour batteries, one of the things I said was, just because it can run 20 minutes doesn't mean you should, and you should check your motor temps. Well, I didn't check mine. And at the end, I didn't check them either because I was so busy trying to get a wrap-up video before the sun went down outside. And now I'm not even using that wrap-up video because I'm now having to talk about what I did. So I did the speed run and the motor blew out. The shaft moves all over, and all I can think is that I overheated it and everything inside kind of broke apart, had complete failure. So yeah, so that's just something to be aware of, guys. I don't think that, and I think there were some signs. As I watched the video back and I listened to the video, I start hearing some noises coming from the slipper where it kind of sounds like the gear mesh is getting tighter. Now, that's also going to drive up the heat of everything because it's working harder when you don't have a good gear mesh. If the gear mesh is too tight, everything's working harder. There's stress and strain, and it increases the heat. And so I think that is partly the problem, but I think it was caused by some big jumps that made it land weird, and the motor probably slipped a little bit because it's an adjustable mesh. And yeah, so as much as I can deduce from the video, I'm kind of going backwards now from what ended up happening. And now I'm finally getting to editing the long form of this video, and I'm seeing the progression of stuff happen. And I'm realizing it's on me. So just a word to the wise, guys, be checking those motor temps on any of your cars. You know, that's good advice. I do it with my race trucks all the time. And typically about 5 to 6 minutes in, I test them because that's what, you know, run times we were getting with our short course trucks up at Debbie's RC World back in the day. And it's just kind of become a habit of mine. However, I didn't do it here. So you could gear down if you want to reduce temperatures. That's one thing to do. Again, I think a lot of it had to do with just the tight gear mesh. But yeah, that's all to say. Just be aware of it, guys. I don't think it's just like a problem that's overarching of the motor, because this motor's on a bunch of other cars. And I have them, and I haven't had any issues with any of the Spectrum motors that I have, from my Big Rocks, my LMTs, to any of them. So I think it's user error on this one, and I'm going to chalk it up to that. And I've already ordered another motor. We'll get this thing back up and running soon, guys. But that's what happened. We're going to do more speed tests, but I was still running the stock pinion gear on it, and that's what happened. So thanks for tuning in, as always, you guys. We learn something new every video. This time I learned something that I didn't want to learn, and it cost me. So have fun RCing, guys. We'll catch you next time.